has recently been getting a lot of flack for their princesses portraying women in sexist lights, especially movies like Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty, where they basically wait for their prince to come. And then also with movies like Little Mermaid, where she basically changes her entire appearance to get the prince at the end. But has Disney been changing their image?
Favorite Disney princess?
Rapunzel from Tangled.
Little Mermaid.
Snow White.
Cinderella.
Do you feel that like the way that the women are being portrayed is sexist?
I do not, but I really haven't thought about it.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever thought that.
I think the older ones are, yes.
Yes, because they're always showing like the skinny little figure of her too, and she's not in charge of her own life, so she doesn't have much control.
I definitely think they are, because a lot of them are portrayed as damsels in distress and like always having to be saved by someone else, or like having to do something for someone else. And it's just like, it's not a good picture for young girls to look at when they're growing up.
And I don't really think so. They're just women. I don't think it's sexist at all.
They definitely do, because I mean, the old movies are definitely all about finding your Prince Charming and marrying your prince, and that's how you live happily ever after.
Do you think they've advanced their image with the rise of feminism?
A little bit, but not like a lot. Like you can definitely see like more like independence in the female characters' roles, but
oh, absolutely. Think of it, I have two nieces and they're both like 3 years old, so they love on Disney Channel. They have Sophia the First. It's about this like princess who was poor, and then ended up married, like her mom married into the royal family, and she basically has to learn how to do everything like on her own.
Lately, the later princesses like Tangled, the Rapunzel one, and Brave, because they're able to save themselves and be strong feminist roles, but the previous ones haven't, I feel like.
There's a lot more diversity in the recent films, as well as you see a lot more independence amongst the women in Disney movies, such as Frozen and Brave, so I think they've done a good job.
I wouldn't say that. I think they're getting better, but they're not really helping the situation either. Like they have the new Hawaiian princess who's like all for herself, and then they have like Frozen, but I also feel like they're not, it's like they look the way they look.
I think they've changed drastically, because if you look at like Cinderella compared to Tiana, which is more recent, I mean, she's pretty kick-ass.
Kind of teach younger kids, especially like girls, that you're equal to men and other boys. You can pretty much do the exact same thing, so it's kind of good.